Hi, I'm Duncan from 65, and we had a client inquiry the other day through support looking for some advice on how they could collaborate with a user who does not use the Google platform using a shared drive so that everybody could get all the data into the same place. So I'm going to show you how this works and what your options are. So I've got a shared drive just called Demo External Shares. What I'm going to do is just generate a new email address, just a temporary one, which we definitely know does not have a Google account. Now we can test that to make sure it doesn't have a Google account by opening up an incognito window and trying to log in with it. And it says, could not find your Google account. All right, well, that's a good win so far. So what we want to do is see if we can share this shared drive with someone externally with no Google account. And I'll show you what happens here. I want to add them as a content manager. I'm going to click notify because I want an email to be generated. And what it will tell us is that sharing with an email address without a Google account isn't supported yet. All right, so that means that I can't share this shared drive with someone who's not on a Google account yet. And I'm just going to check the shared drive settings. And this one here says allow people who aren't shared drive members to access files, so tick, and also allow people outside of 65 to access files, so tick. So at this point in time, we are allowed to share outside of the organization, no issue there. But actually what's going on here is Google don't support yet the ability to share a shared drive with someone externally. Now there is a way around that, and you can have the user register their email address. Doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be a Gmail account or a Gmail and @gmail.com address. It can be their email which is hosted elsewhere that's not on Google, right? So Google allows you to register with Google with your own email address because you might want to use YouTube or Google Analytics or any of those other tools that Google have. It doesn't mean you need to have Google Workspace. So check out the video in that corner or that corner, which will show you how to have someone who's not in the Google ecosystem register so they can use those tools and services, and that will give them Google Drive benefits so you can collaborate with them as well. So the next question is, can we share a folder inside of our Google Drive with that external party? All right, so here we go. External party content manager. Again, I want it to send a message. Let's see what happens. Permission has been denied. Your access may have been changed. Okay, well, that's weird. Let's change this to viewer and try that as well. All right, here we go. So we can share this as a viewer. We can let them have access to this externally. So now let's go and have a look at our email box. It'll refresh in a second and we'll see the email on the left-hand side here. And let's also just see if we can change their access. Now, how high can we go? Can we allow them to be a commenter? That seems to work just fine. And can we allow them to be a contributor? Okay, so there we go, right? So because it's an external account, it's not a Google account, they can't be a content manager, so they can't add, edit, move, and delete, but we can allow them to edit files once the file has been created. Okay, so I can increase them to a contributor. So let's have a look. Here's the email. I have shared this folder with this user, and that now allows that user to open this. If I open this in incognito, and I don't know why I've got Afrikaans, that's weird. Let's go to English. All right, so what we have to do now is, because we don't have an official Google account, is this user is going to get a code. All right, so here's that code. I'm going to grab the code and copy that. And then I'm going to come back to enter that. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get a temporary sign-in essentially, and I'm going to be able to see the content of this drive. The content of that folder. It should be specific there. It's the content of that folder. So I'm just going to add a Google Doc to it. We'll enter some content there for that Google Doc. So now inside of our folder demo, we have an untitled document. I'm just going to save that so that we've got the name. There it is. And if I swap back now to my user and I just refresh the page, There is my Google Doc. And as you can see, there's the content for it. Let's click to open in Google Drive. And as you can see now, as that temporary user, I can now deal with that and edit that document. So let's review. We know that you can share files inside of a shared drive with an external user. So someone who's not part of your organization, who doesn't use the Google ecosystem already. So that's good. We know that you can't share the shared drive with the user, but you can share a folder or a file with them. And we also know that there cannot be a content manager. So they can only edit files that have already been placed there by you or someone in your organization that does have a Google account. So there are restrictions to this, but it is good to know that you can collaborate with an external user that does not have a Google account. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe below, and I'll give you lots more Google Workspace productivity tips and collaboration tips coming up. Have a great day. Bye.